the hanged men on the river floating. Their love is long gone and has faded. The beauty of the castle, her child is aborting. There is no one in the castle that repented. There is no merchant in this mighty reign, not even a blind one to take on the waters. The wheel is now broken, has no purpose main. Woman in red has no baby, she is no mother. Her blood is feeding now the monkey, their voices louder all around. A little girl corpse is the key. Her voice is gone, there is no sound. Blood pouring from her little mouth. No ammo can in this world save you. Poetry can never be your north, and no amount of love can never be a due. From what we give, from that we grow. This is the scene where you will die. Self-loathing poetry in sadness flow. No sunflower sutra for this poet to cry. There is a woman that still knows the ending, but she is blind at times and can't pledge her vow. Then all she can do is to all pretending, and pass as helpless and keep her head bowed. In only love the word can now be found. There is no other way for life to be. But there is no faith on earth that's so profound to get the tree of holy life out of the sea. The temple of the word is empty now. The faithful ones are so long dead. There is a key that can open hearts. There is nobody to have it said. The army is gathering for long. The day of reckoning has come. The truth will choose who to belong. The falsity is wrecking and then some. A howl in the forest mourns the world. The child is dead now and not alive. For fame and for money the people have been sold, and for those now there is no place to hide. The seer takes his sword out in a single slash. The poets go down just like nothing. Their words or poetry are all such trash. They all are asking, can we do something? The fools think they can run, or better now they can protest. The seer says, come and have fun and trash the real life just like a test. You say you write, you're called a poet real. Now let's not be blind, you are a poetess. But really for the reader you kinda match the seal. If it would not be for those many you'd have none to confess. You love to make yourself a victim, and then you love to seem so smart. You're not of Poozy, you're a lighthouse beam that is showing in fact you're just a retard. An idiot that thinks she can survive the crashing skies that will soon come. A fool of a so-called an artist wants to remain alive, 'cause he condemned all artists, not just some. Artists of the circumstances know not how to write. They think that everything must work if they just say. The art is never personal, but it flows out of sight. Pro-cap to lectors, art that speaks of the readers every day. So this way no artist will ever be to blame. Disseminating ideas that have value only by suggestions when many gather and all they talk in the same. The public has nothing to do but get rid of all the questions. This way trivialities took the place of the real art. Shakespeare himself became this way, almost a god. The lower and the emptier their poetry played itself its part by suggestion and implication. To readers nothing's odd. The false has become this way a truth in itself, and none's the wiser if in some way protest the suggested works of praise and put up on the shelf to be better viewed. So they have this way no contest. They educated the men, so the men lose their pride. Important things have lost their value and their meaning. So few artists in the world can see now the lie, though it is so wide. The readers can't do anything but find themselves in the end conceding. Immoral amusement become this age a way of profits. The attack on the word was so fierce and so shameless, they created in this regard the clergy of the misfits. They even named it the age of the real progress. suggestion has been implemented. The fall of the drama was so expected. Religion path directly to the hell of the demented, to the ones that are with the lie infected. Live and let live seem now a real wise, but can men lived with this injury? No, the word of men has fallen, but no surprise, here is now a welcome to the world of mockery. The hanged men in the waste of the land were killed by water and its wills, so the seer found it properly to give them death by sand. So he prepared the long road to have them all killed. The children were crying, and there was no way to cure their pain. Somewhere in the heaven of the ancient ones, some were cheering. But there at the start of tenderness and the start of the spring was a rain at her window. In the temple of eternity, someone was hearing the voices spread throughout the holy temple. The princess bowed and then began to cry. Is there a way to save the children? She asked, while trample her own endless pain that made her want to die. A bigger, louder voice then boomed through the hall. There is a way for you to give a hand and help, if it was someone to have the courage to answer to their call. If that one was you, and you lay it on the altar and forever slept. The cries and the screams of the ones in suffering will end. The babies will get through and will happily live. You have to give the word and let your soul wander through the sand. This is the only way your goal will be conceived. The voice then quieted and left Sophia think. Her then mortified heart began to tremble, but she couldn't breathe and her heart has sinked. I'll give my life to you on the altar of the temple. Just promise that the children will be freed, their pains will be forever gone. Promise me that and I will then conceive. Your will only so will be done. Now promise was then the final word, supposed to end the children's pain. It was like a breath went through the world, but in fact that was just a feign. The word came to him on the wings of a dove, and the seer run to the temple and broke. They dared to torture and then kill his love, swore to have them forever sleep, even if they're woke. For 12 days and nights he prayed to the gods, but none of them answered, and that was an answer. Through his mind there were many odds that can still change death to life that's fair. The seer had to know the truth that was lost, so he had to go there where he once was, but no one dared. He opened the old book and brushed the old dust, and knew right there he had no time to spare. Sophia can be saved, he said to himself, hoping in the name of love. But the evil was on to him, and he for sure knew it, but had to howl. Through doubts and voices from underworld, he ached and strove, and love got lost from him. Now he has no mercy, not a little bit.